Welcome, friends. Sorry, crunching on an ice cream. Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Sensational. And it is sensational, my friends. It's not that sensational, to be fair. Today, we are chilling like villains. We are still getting over our first impressions of Grossmith. I will be doing my final impressions of Grossmith tomorrow. I can tell you one thing, if you are a lady, you should be smelling this shit. It is fucking pretty great. If you are a gentleman, less so. Well, traditionally less so. But if you're into vintage floral fragrances that are well made with good ingredients by none other than Trevor Nickel himself, then I think we can safely say you're in for a treat. Ooh. Just gonna put these samples away. Joe, I will be sending you these tomorrow when I am finished with them. I shall film my video and then I will send them to you. You might have to send us your address again. Oh, what a day. A strange day. I've had to take an anti-sickness tablet because I feel a bit like shit. Felt sick all day. Had a pizza yesterday, which may have done for us. You know, can't enjoy anything nice anymore. Ooh, spaced out. Coming in hard with no Vaseline. I've heard Queer Donge is being axed. Don't tell Eugene. He'll lay an egg. Yeah, it's pretty grim, that, actually, if you're a fan of Queer Donge. I've got a little bit of Queer Donge. I've got enough. Enrique raises a good point. O Capital. Yes, we'll be talking about why O Capital is relevant in a minute. I'd just like there to be a few more people in before we say anything. Friends, how are you? Do you like the zebra, the thumbnail? Yes, we'll give it another 5 or 10 minutes and then we will discuss the topic of the day. I don't know how many of you saw my community post today, but yeah, not a great day for the fragrance hobby, I'm afraid. Apart from finding out 3 months after it happened that our pension administrator was cyber-hacked, now they've got our info, including national insurance number. Not happy. Oh, God. That's not very much fun. I hope everything's okay, or at least it works out in the end. Kevin Fitzgerald, welcome. Whilst we wait for people, have you sampled Vinny Havant? Yes, I've got a bottle. If so, how would you rank them amongst your favourite tobaccos? It's one of my favourites. I still think Fedon Rouge is my favourite, but Tobacco Vinny, or Vinny Havant, I should beg your pardon, is probably... It's pretty fucking great, to be fair. It's pretty fucking great. It's a big seller as well. Hello, Sticks. Having a good shave while you listen. I was listening to... I had Smurfy Girlie on while I was in the shower earlier. This sounds like a thing. Don't cut yourself. God, you know. But yes. So we have 25 people in now. If we can... We'll get to 10 minutes and then we will begin to lament the passing of a extremely important perfumer. I mean, let's not take the piss here. I mean, he didn't really make anything I enjoyed, but fuck. Yes, Kevin Fitzgerald, buy with confidence. Les and Demodables are fucking probably, in my opinion, probably the best niche brand in the world at this very minute. They are extremely current. They are leading the way. If anybody else has got any fucking suggestions for the best niche brand in the world, let us know. Joe, I'll be talking about it in a minute. I'll ream off some of the fragrances that he's made as well. He has defined... One of his perfumes has defined perfume fucking for years. And he's made some... You will know. You will know. Kevin says, wow, I'm definitely on the right track. You need to get the sample set, mate. I don't know what country you're in, but Les and Demodables sample sets are widely available. If you're in Britain, you can get it from Saint Celier. If you're in America, I think you can get the sample set from Lucky Scent. Or you could just go to the website, the Les and Demodables website, and ask them to send you them. Kevin, just go to the Les and Demodables website and ask them to send you it. Also ask them, you have to ask them separately. I don't know if they will, but ask them if they'll send you samples of the two colognes as well. But just get them all and try them. Okay, right, fuck it. We're at what, 8.5 minutes? Friends, unfortunately today, on Instagram, which I am not on, but Jura Rose very kindly informed me that we have lost, as a community, Olivier Pescheux. Olivier Pescheux was not an old man. Apparently he's got a wife and 2 kids, which is absolutely fucking tragic. That is the main thing to bear in mind at the minute. He leaves behind a family, you know. I don't want to get too fucking emotional or like fucking... Cause I'm not really an emotional person. But that is awful. He's got a wife, he's got 2 kids, and they are going to miss him more than any of us as far as fragrance is concerned. But we are slightly invested. It's fair to say. We are invested because we are perfume lovers and he was a perfumer, you know. As I say, Olivier Pescheux was not an old man. It was announced on Instagram by Natalie Feisthauser, so it's a really good source. You know, a fellow perfumer, a colleague. She announced it. And we do not know what has caused his death. Wouldn't like to speculate. It's in poor taste. Certainly not publicly speculate either. But I decided to go and have a look at some of the perfumes that Mr. Pescheux has made. And it is quite the fucking list, my friends. It is quite the list. Let's go. He's worked for Azzaro. He did Chrome Legend. He worked for Davidoff. He did Amber Blend. He did Higher for Dior, an underrated fragrance. He did the One Gold for for Dolce & Gabbana. He did Divine Vanille for Essential Parfums. Ex Nihilo, I worked for them. Made Oud Vert Intense for Fragrance du Bois. Apparently he was only 57. That's nothing these days. It's nothing. He worked for H&M. Did a lot of fragrances for H&M. Jill Sander. Lanvin, he did Arpège Pour Homme, which is a fragrance I used to have, which is fantastic. He did Mont Blanc Explorer. He did Mont Blanc Legend. For Paco Rabanne, he did 1 million. He did 1 million Cologne. He did Herod for Parfums de Marly. Soie d'Orient, which is a fantastic perfume by Sisley. Their version of like an Oud Rose, but it's very, very much in keeping. Is it their version of an Oud Rose? Yes, it is their version of an Oud Rose. Like that saffron patchouli. I'm going to come to Diptyque, Joe. He did Valentino Noir Absolute Musk Essence, which is a silly fucking name for a perfume. He did Eros Flame for Versace. I believe he also did Eros. He did Yogi, which the 2013 version. Yogi Homme. He did Koros Silver. She's shite, really. I'm not going to lie to you. He did work for fucking Zlatan Ibrahimovic. There's a picture of them too on the internet, which is quite funny. Imagine working for that con. He could probably make perfumes himself. He's seen the size of his nose. But what I wanted to focus on were the perfumes that he did for Diptyque, because I have a couple of these. Christophe, he passed away, unfortunately, but welcome to you, sir. It's been a while. I hope you are well. How are you? For Diptyque, he did 34 Boulevard Saint-Germain, which I have and is fantastic. Eau Capitale, Eau de Parfum. Eau de 34, which I've never smelled. Eau de Sens, Eau de Toilette, Eau Mocheli. Fleur de Peau, Eau de Parfum, Fleur de Peau Multus fragrance, I don't know what that is. L'Eau de L'Eau, L'Eau de Neroli, L'Eau de Tarocco, L'Eau de Hesperides, L'Eau de 34, Particular Eau Parfum, Tempo, Vetiverio, which I also own. He did Vetiverio Eau de Toilette, which is also very good. An extensive perfume wardrobe. Obviously the biggest name on there is 1 million. That is quite a statement. Most perfumers can only dream of making a perfume that does what 1 million has done. Absolutely sensational. It is one of those perfumes a lot like Koros, like Acqua di Gio, like La Male, Aventus. Well, it says it was a collab on Fragrantica, but it was always my understanding that he did it by himself. But I could be wrong. I mean, the fact that he's got his name tied to 1 million is... I mean, it's massive. I mean, I really don't like 1 million as a perfume, but it cannot be denied what 1 million is. You know? It can't be denied what 1 million is. It's a massive perfume. Like, everybody knows what 1 million is. If you say to somebody you're wearing 1 million, or if you tell someone, people know what it smells like, even if they don't know what the perfume is. I think it's awful, personally. I really don't like it. It's not something I've ever been tempted to buy. I bought 1 million Privé. I think the bottle's awful, but that's not his fault. I think the scent is like the opposite of anything I would like. But it made the weather, which is a term that's used in British politics. It made the weather. Everybody reacted to 1 million. It changed. It changed perfume afterwards. These huge... You don't get Baccarat Rouge without 1 million. You know? You don't get Eros without 1 million. Arpège Pour Homme. Arpège Pour Homme deserves a shout out because it's a massive perfume. Arpège Pour Homme, not in smell or scale, but it was. If it wasn't for Dior Homme, Arpège Pour Homme could have took off. They came out the same year. They were very similar. You know? I mean, how many other fragrances? I mean, you could say it was a little bit like Harmonic Code. But for me, Pescheux will be the perfumer who did a couple of my favourite diptychs. I mean, especially 34 Saint-Germain. It's a beautiful fragrance. A little bit of blackcurrant at the top. Something a little bit dark berry. Vanilla. A little bit of spice. Rose. Creamy. Beautiful. It's right at the fucking back, so I can't pull it out and smell it. Could be a signature fragrance, you know. He had this thing for making things a little bit sweet, and a little bit creamy. Here's my Vetiverio. This is beautiful. This is definitely a autumn winter type of fragrance, though. It's that type of vetiver, you know. He changed the game, to be honest with you. 1 million, like I said before, a lot of perfumers could only dream of having success of a perfume like that, like an era-defining perfume. It was that 2008, 2009. It was fucking everywhere then. Huge marketing campaign. Still sells strongly, still in the shops, you know. I haven't got a sample. I've got nothing of it, but I can still fucking smell it. You know what I mean? So yes, he could be very proud of his career, of what he's achieved. And rest in peace, Mr. Pescheux, Monsieur Pescheux. A terrible loss. Don't know what caused his death, will not speculate. Absolutely will not speculate. I always think that's fucking morose as fuck. When people start speculating, talking about, oh, I wonder what killed. It's like, nah, I don't like that. I've caught myself doing it before. I don't like myself for doing it. You know? Until we know, we don't know. Like I say, it's not as if I've never done it before, but I always, after I do it, I feel like I'm fucking... I just feel dirty by doing it, you know what I mean? Imagine being somebody related or a friend and you hear somebody talking about, oh, I wonder what killed them, I wonder what they died from, I wonder what it was like, I wonder, isn't it terrible? I just think that's, as I'm getting older, I'm sort of, yuck. Ah, welcome, Kevin. Now, after that little, no, it wasn't the world's greatest obituary, I won't lie to you. But after that, I will now turn my attention to the chat. Hello, chat. He made a hell of a lot. He made a hell of a lot of perfumes. It's a huge list of frags he did, yes. Did he do 1 million by himself or in collab? I see. Sickly sweet is what 1 million is. Yes, I don't like it. Massive club and fragrance. Hugely popular. Everybody knew what it was. Like I said, I mean, it's like perfumers would give that fucking right bollock to fucking make a perfume like that moves the way that did. You know, that does what that perfume did. Everybody loved it. It was everywhere for about 5 years. You know what I mean? And this is the reality of the situation. I mean, I wish it wasn't so. I wish everybody was buying stuff like fucking, I don't know, like Timbuktu or fucking Invasion Barbar or, you know, Paco Rabanne Pour Homme, Loewe Pour Homme. But they're not. Most people buy stuff like 1 million, Lamal, and that crap, which is unfortunate. But it's the truth. That's the way it is. I don't want 1 million. 2 would be enough. Sickly sweet, yes. You don't got Baccarat Rouge without another 13. I think you can draw a straight line. I think you can draw a straight line between 1 million and Baccarat Rouge. I really do. I think there is. I think as night follows days, tick follows tock. 1 million. I mean, don't get us wrong, 1 million follows in the footsteps of things like Le Mans, you know. Very hard to be 100% original, you know. Very hard to be 100% original, and you shouldn't let perfect be the enemy of the good, you know. But it was just the right perfume in the right place at the right time, you know. I mean, to be fair, a lot of it's luck, you know. I mean, it takes some skill, genuine fucking skill, but sometimes it's just about finding yourself in the right place at the right time with the cometh the hour, cometh the perfume sort of thing, you know. But I don't want to take away from his achievements on this day, do you know what I mean? I tried 1 million elixir in store, didn't hate it. Ashley in Paris spoke highly of it. Elixir. I don't think I've smelled the elixir. Kevin, welcome. Sent to this Aqua de Palma Colonia Resenza. Ah, my G. Oh, shit. There she blow. Good perfume. Yeah, some people do derive a form of entertainment from guessing about fucking causes of death. Now imagine how Jean-Christophe Haro feels. 1 million is a legacy fragrance, yes. Daring and different. Audacious, it was the Le Mans of the late 2000s. Yeah, kind of. Sad news and a big loss for the perfume community. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends, says Phyllis. Yes. Supporting many of that Loewe, looking forward to trying it. Yeah, it's fabulous. Angel was huge. It's fucking massive perfume, man. All our germs. Scent of the day. It's 5 o'clock. Au gingembre. Fucking, I've got it right here. I've got it right here. I've got everybody's scent of the day right in front of us. Don't think that I don't. Verio's very nice, you know. A little bit ordinary. It's a little bit of a vetiver, but it's nice. Whatever, just put some oak moss in it, in my opinion. Rich, you once sent me a sample of 5 o'clock au gingembre. What did you think of it, Kev? Nice dessert fragrance. Soft. Fucking lovely. I might wear that this week. Sergio Tom is exempt from all my fucking rules about perfume. It exists outside of time and space, in my opinion, does Serge Luton. Rich, do you like any Jovois? Honestly, no. I don't. A couple of them are alright. Nothing I would buy. Nothing I would buy, unfortunately. Oh. 5 o'clock au gingembre. It's got a biscuity sort of thing, hasn't it? Marketing to the high school graduates, yes. The price was right. The perfume was right. The time was right. 15 years that fragrance has been out. He must have made a fucking fortune on that. Yo, DJ. Yo, Germs. He must have made a fucking fortune on it. I haven't worn this for fucking ages. I might wear it tomorrow. I might wear it tomorrow, my friends. Oops. What we got here? 1 million is famous for clubbing, says Pradeep. Yes, it is. Scent of the day is 4 Amouage stashed. Stashed? Scent of the day is 4 Amouage stashed arrived blind bought today. 3 of the recent releases that didn't get much love, but I like them so far, says Klein. Freaking autocorrect. Scents. Right. I wear 1 million in the summer, like 5 sprays. It's amazing. Oof. That's a big fat load of 1 million, that. Might be a little over 1 million, you know? Maybe like 1.1 million. 1 million is the scent of chavs here, ain't it, Mitch? Kinda, yeah. It's kind of like the British bros. Like, big and loud and fucking obnoxious and unpleasant, a little bit like in your face. Do you think Nishane could compete with Les and Demet? No, not on any level. Sorry, Kevin. Amouage Royal Tobacco was really good. Welcome, Sean. I let 1 million nut all over my neck and chest, says Kevin, who's getting a little bit perverted. Nishane is a joke brand. What I remember about Nishane is Sultan Vetiver. Sultan Vetiver was fucking magnificent for half an hour, and then it just turned into a droning amberwood, like white noise. It's what it smells like after about half an hour. Fucking white noise. It's foul. Foul. You know? I can't stand the ambers. Did it fall apart in the dry down? It fell apart in the mid, Galen. Fell apart in the mid. Not even the dry down. Didn't even make it to the dry down. Almost everything goes into woody ambers when they don't belong for the sake of performance. Yes. Someone should make a fragrance that smells like a bar of Irish Spring soap. Is he taking the piss out of me? There's fucking loads of them. You want to try Irish Mouse? Well, there. No. Try that one. Irish Mouse. It is as cheap as the day... I don't know. I was going to say it's as cheap as the day you were born. It's been around for fucking ages. Doesn't make any sense, that. As cheap as the day you were born. What? There's any amount of fragrances that smell like that. This smells like that. Mugler cologne. There you go. There is also Sung Hom. Sung Hom smells like Irish Spring soap. That's right. Irish Spring soap. Yes, Jura Rose. There is Mugler cologne, and that smells very much like Irish Spring soap. If you give me 1 minute, what does Irish soap smell? It's Irish Spring soap. It's a type of soap. Right there. Where is my Irish Mouse? Right, give us 2 seconds. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. I'm not going to dehydrate, although I will be doing that at some point. Oh, that smells toast. That's lovely. Where's my Irish moss? There it is. Ha 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 ha! I've got sugar and spice. Here we go with Irish moss. I got this. Look at this. Haha. Eau de cologne and aftershave lotion. I have not had a close shave in 20 years, if not longer. It's somehow good. That the purple blue juice. So you can get different ones. The vintage one is purple and blue juice. Ask Anuj. He should be able to sort you out. I imagine he's got some vintage Sung Hom. Why didn't I show you this? This is vintage as well. This is quite an old version. Excuse me, whilst I burp. Damn, nice shaving set. It would be fucking fantastic if I shaved. Maybe I will. I've seen Frag Guy Carl do some shaving videos. Maybe I'll get in touch with him and ask him to sort us out. Oh, it's absolutely sensational. Fuck it. I'm going to put some on. Sir Irish Mouse. Hello, sir. It's the Purple Beast, and yes, it's more of a bluish colour, though. For insight, hit up Aaron, who will probably confirm this point of view if it's worth a smell. It's from 89, so we will know it. Yes, I actually had a bottle and gave it to Richie G. Heard from Aaron tonight. Oh, you mean ruffled your feathers? So, here we go, my friends. Oh, shit. That has come out a little bit more than I was expecting. Not to worry. Not to worry. Oh, it's so vintage. It's got this kind of massively mossy smell. You know? It smells like you're going down to the bar in like 1978. 1979. Whoa. Extremely green, extremely mossy. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. I can smell Grandpa through the screen. I'll leave that well alone. Carl, I like Monsieur a lot of patchouli in there. Damn, nice shaving, sir. Rich, have you made your mind up with Monsieur yet? I've got a bottle somewhere. I just don't know where. I have a backup of Monsieur because of the lily elbow, and the smell of oat moss is the smell of hard manual labour, yes. Or working at a steel mill. This is very oak mossy. It's got a touch of quorum about it, you know? Soapy. But not like soap. Jura Rose. Jura Rose, since you are Irish and a bit moosey, I'll give you this. Do you have a wet shave, Jura Rose? Is that something you are partial to? A wet shave? You can have this if you want it. I never wear it. I don't have a bottle yet, but I might get one. Alright, you can have this, Jura Rose. There's aftershave lotion and an eau de cologne. And you are Irish, you can have it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate once more. Guinness. How does it, Jura Rose, how does it feel for people to put that shit Murphy's in the same level as Guinness? Says DJ. Yes, I have it shaved daily. Beard grows quick. Beard grows quack. Cumin smell is what you get with hard manual labour. Ah, I will get you a bottle of shampoo to say thank you. That's not very nice. Always a possibility of earthquake during a wet shave. What? I can't see that comment, says Jura Rose. What comment can't you see? Hello, a lifestyle not for sale. How are you? My scent of the day has something a little bit sweaty about it, which I wasn't expecting. And my scent of the day was this, Pescheux, Lacoste for Pescheux, but it's the Eau de Sport. Now, I reckon this little bit of sweatiness is to do with the fact that when you play sport, you get a little bit sweaty, you know? And it evokes that kind of thing. But it doesn't last very long. But it's also a little bit dry as well. It's mossy. The performance is fucking lamentable. Right? And the performance is fucking shizer. I mean, apparently, right? Somebody told me this today. The performance on the Eau de Sport is actually better than the original. Nobody told me this today. Somebody told me this a while ago. That apparently the performance on the Eau de Sport is considerably better than the original. The original, don't pay big money for the original because the performance is shite, double shite. You know? Corsica Furiosa was this morning's Senses DJ. It was, he told us earlier. Steph's, welcome. Do you like synthetic jungle Jura? Says Enrique. Money is a true influencer for sure power of suggestion, says Phil. Money, how do you feel about that? Kevin, how do you feel about being an influencer? Let's get a conversation started, says Eugene. And Galen refuses. Enrique Not the West smells like rhubarb to me. I wonder what Jura Rose is going to do with this set of Irish Moss. I'd like to smell like a rhubarb tart. You need a rhubarb écarlate by Hermes. That's what you need. It's a pretty top perfume, that. I really like that. I wouldn't mind a bottle of that, actually, if I'm being honest. Really good stuff. Jura wouldn't like that. Right, I'm going to go and dehydrate, friends. Friends, if you would like to like the stream while I am away, please don't let us stop you. Be my guest. I would consider it a friendly act. I will be back in 2 minutes, at which point we will resume. Oh. That Irish Mouse is fucking glorious. I cannot tell a lie. It's pretty fucking good. Ooh. And now I am sat once again. What is your favourite perfume with the note of galbanum? Could be French Lover. Could be Cristal. I'm not sure you're looking for. Are you looking for a bottle of Fougère Platine? Actually, no, I've got one. I've got one over here. It's right there. What is the top price? I hope that doesn't mean a high price. Oops. Oh, fuck. I'm looking at all these. Where are we? What's their olive pistachios perfume? Fuck knows. Has anyone tried Doblis? Fucking, it would cost you a lot of money to do that, mate. I can tell you. You tried Mousse de Cartier Parfum? Not personally, no. Best Galban and perfume is Desandre, you shitbird. It's not very nice. 75 euros for 43 of 50 ml. Not bad. What is a good price to spend on Tiffany for men's sport? Fuck knows. How many Chanel as exclusives do you own? 2. 3 if you include my Cuir de Russie, but that's not Les exclusive. It's a vintage in like the old, in the like the Cristal bottle, in like the Paul Monsieur 100ml bottle. Is patchouli noisette masculine leaning or straight up unisex? Oh, bollocks. How am I going to get this out? Let's have a quick smell. I haven't smelled it for about a week or so. Let's have a whiff. Unisex. I mean, don't get us wrong. It's got both. It's got one foot either side of the aisle. Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's walking the tightrope so much as it's like shuffling along on its gooch. You know what I mean? Hello, Pat Lester. Scent of the day Irish Spring with double the deodorant soap. How long have you been listening for, Pat? We've been talking about Irish Spring soap, and I whipped out the old Irish Mousse. I don't know how many mousse there are in Ireland, but I'm going to give this to Jura Rose as a present. I don't mind dumb questions. People say there's no such thing as a dumb question, but it's all about context, really, isn't it? Very Irish Stream, this. Irish Stream soap. I like Nino Cerruti too, says Jura Rose. Leon is nothing to me. That questioning is making Antoine shake his fist in the air. That question. About to unbox Coromandel EDT and 31 Rjukan Bon, says a lifestyle not for sale. Nice. I would like to get a Coromandel EDT and then I'd sell my EDP, although I have a feeling the fragrance itself suits being a EDP fragrance. Does that make sense? The Irish word for moss is coanach. I made something called that once. Hello, Alan Hansen. How are you? I am fantastic and I am doing really well. The Irish Moose would be perfect while I'm listening to Orthodox Celts. What are you doing listening to Orthodox Celts for, mate? I think Scentland did a video on Irish Moose, you know, a while ago. Irish Moose. It's Sir Irish Moose. Like I'm sure Sir is the brand. You know, it's been around for quite some time. That's a vintage one as well. It's an old one. That. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Rich, pretty good Aaron Terence Hughes impression. Lots of moving hands. EDT, EDP, all down to preference, to be honest, no real hard answer. How little did those few Hermes Essence sell for Hermes to discontinue them? They never used to discontinue anything. But I mean, I don't know if Eugene's still here, but somebody said Queer d'Ange was being discontinued. I imagine that would go down like a fucking lead balloon in Eugene's house. You know what I mean? Pain and suffering, that. Someone said Coromand LEDP only lasts for 2 hours. They might only be able to smell it for a couple of hours, but I very much doubt it only lasts for a couple of hours. I find myself going to Nosmic to stuff, and then people will be like, you smell nice. You know what I mean? U2 is the most famous Irish rock band. I mean, let's be honest, it's not the longest of lists, that. You know what I mean? And the Cranberries were pretty fucking great. I would argue that the Cranberries were probably even better. Apart from the Joshua Tree, that was fucking quite the album. I will wear 34 Boulevard Saint-Germain in honour of Olivier tomorrow. A fitting tribute. I would, but I mean, it's right at the back. I'll be thinking of him, though. I'll be thinking of his poor family. Jesus. They even discontinued Jean-Claude Elena. That's true, they did. Pat said I was joking on the Irish Spring. Salt in the Days, Dolce & Gabbana pour on. What version have you got? Would you consider Vanille Havane different enough from Tobacco Vanille? Yes. Tobacco Vanille, it's played out now. I don't want to say it's clapped, but it's been done. You know, we are now living, I feel like we are living in a post-Aventus world. You know, we're living in a post-Tuscan leather world, and we have been for a while. We're living in a post-Tobacco Vanille world, a post-Shergee world, and I think we've now moved past Aventus, and we're getting ready to move past Baccarat Rouge. I don't know what's coming next. I don't know if the next big thing has already been released or designed or is in the making. I feel like we're also getting ready to move into a post-blue perfume world. I'm using lots of fucking big frilly language here, but like, I sound like a fucking architect. You know what I mean? But it feels like we're ready for something new. People are saying Ganymede in the chat. Yes, I will give you that. But I think it's not quite so but it's selling like hotcakes. I'll give you that. But lots of perfumes have shifted lots of units and not done an Aventus and not done a Sauvage, you know, and not done what those perfumes have done. I feel like we're ready for a shift, you know. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. I dare say it won't be the last. But it just feels like change is coming as far as perfume's concerned. I feel like Aventus and Sauvage were mainly through the marketing foremost, then the smell second. I would say yes for Sauvage, but I would say no for Aventus, because Aventus basically didn't have any marketing. It was word of mouth. And I think it started off as the smell. I think Aventus made it almost purely on the smell. Don't mind, says the client. Says Klein on a Zog. The next big thing will be nothing for us. Possibly, yeah. It always feels really fucking random, though, doesn't it? If you look back over the history of it, like, especially recent history, because we've lived through it. Like, we're talking about 1 million, you know? It didn't exist in a vacuum. It did. It feels like it came out of nowhere, you know? I'm just wondering what's next. To be honest, I'm glad the Aventus thing's over. And it feels like it's over. You know? Like it's just burned itself out. It's exhausted its fuel, however you want to put it. It is done. Like you don't see anywhere near the amount of Aventus clones coming out anymore. The Ood Rose thing is done. I mean, I have this feeling that there's like some executive or data analyst somewhere sitting going, the next big thing will be what we fucking give you. The fucking hell's me mother doing? Quentin Beach is the new trend. His awful style is upon us. I think he's definitely making the weather. He is doing an Olivier Pescheux as far as the 1 million's concerned. Excuse me. You know? With his fucking his Akigala wood. Or as my makers used to say, his Akigala wood. Shit. Fucking Akigala wood. Shit. Akigala wood. Today I saw a redwood note on Fragrantigo. Only one fragrance has that note. Something new. That's a fucking harbinger. Green fragrances will make a comeback, says Sticks. I feel like you're saying that more in hope than expectation. You could be right. My friend said that a couple of years ago during the pandemic. She was like, people are going to want to smell like the outdoors again soon because they've all been cooped up inside away from each other. This was when Ganymede and Thingy and everything had just come out, and I thought, I think the future's going to be like that kind of mineralic, metallic, futuristic kind of thing, you know? Has anything ever made a comeback before in perfume? Like if you think about the expanse of time, right? Is it like a fucking arrow where it's just one direction and nothing ever repeats, or is it a cycle? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever seen anything repeat. Not truly. I mean, I'd be all right with green fragrances coming back. But I mean, I've already got them. Ow. Is Irish Spring Soap a green fragrance? Excuse me. Your mother sounds like she's choking on all that Leon you are wearing. Calm down with the sprays, Rich. She needs to stop fucking coughing like that. It's fucking worrying. At the end of Persola's latest interview, it sounded like Antoine Lee wants to make something special for his next Les Inimitable, like mass-pleasing and different. For the bigger market, I think he said. I mean, they want to grow the brand. Yes. I wonder what they'll make. I wonder what they will do. I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to say something here. I did not enjoy that interview that Persola's did with Antoine and Les Inimitable. I don't know. I think due to the nature of it and what the general consumer wants, I don't see it happening, says DJ. People just want shit that's loud first and everything else is second. How do you like green water from Jacques Fath? Do you know, I don't think I've ever tried it. And we're going to eat porridge instead of burgers and pizza. I mean, Peter from Fragrance View will. I feel like the 2000s were the most exciting time for fragrances and everything else is spaced out. I mean, better save up for their extra stuff. I mean, that's surely not happening. They're not doing extras. I really want them to do 100ml bottles. For fuck's sake. It upsets me greatly that they don't do 100ml bottles. It pains me, my friends. It pains me. Antoine Lee was super frustrated. Stopped himself from calling people clueless, though rightly so, says DJ. Didn't seem like a good fit. I don't know. Something about it didn't sit right. Something about it was just off, and I like Persola's. I do like Persola's. I think he's a better... He speaks really well. I just didn't think that in. I just didn't. Something about that interview just didn't sit right. Micah says it felt a little sped up. Welcome, Micah. I didn't think the interview was as relaxed as Eugene, says Joe. No, but then they're not as familiar with each other. I don't think the interview was as relaxed. Yeah, Eugene's was a bit better. When Persola's said atomic bomb pushed back feminism by 30 years, I lulled. I didn't hear that, to be honest with you. I turned it off. I turned it off. I didn't actually watch a lot of it. I'm very surprised to hear. I don't even know what that fucking means, to be honest with you. Persola's said the atomic bomb pushed back feminism by 30 years. I don't understand that. If anybody would like to explain that to us, I'm all ears. I genuinely don't know what that means. Didn't they say they're going to make a floral next, says Pat? I don't know. Maybe they will. I mean, Rose de Jamal's a floral, surely. DJ says, felt he was getting annoyed at people trying their hardest to be told what to smell and classify it rather than using their own fucking nose and brains. Someone said, let people speak in the comments section there. In Eugene's stream, it was just a vibe how they felt about things. Hello, Rachel. I didn't hear that he was saying a lot of head scratchers that stream. Their fougere is a floral tuberose. Hope you. Their fougere is a floral. Hope you're well, Rachel, says Joe. Hello, Josie. Yeah, I don't want to be too critical. I do think Pescheux is one of the best contributors to the community. I'm a little bit off-put by the whole Amouage free bottle thing, not just from Amouage. I don't like free bottles for review anyway. I've made this very well known. The Barbie video, didn't really care for that either. Not for any sort of political fucking reasons, just I'm just not into Barbie or Ken. Found a partial of Metropolis for 60 USD for about 1.5, about half my full. I would rip their arm off for that. Just buy it. Make sure it's in good condition, the fragrance, but I would just buy that. I may have paid about 3 times that for twice as much. Fucking work. I thought it was a bit of silly fun. No, I would agree. I don't want to. I don't want to be like. I don't want to be like, oh, that's outrageous, when it was just literally just silliness, you know. Excuse me. And whilst I hydrate in your motherfucking ears. I don't know, maybe I'm just in a funny mood. I'm not thinking, like, me mouth isn't talking to me brain, me words aren't coming out properly. I'm going to take a lot of tablets. Sold anything, Duck? Sold fuck all. Fuck all. Nobody's buying. Some kind of ism is going on. I'm being, what do they call it when somebody does something to you based on a protected characteristic? I'm being ismed, you know? People are fucking not buying stuff off us because I'm a duck. Or some shit. Welcome. 50 people watching and 30 likes. I like that. Nice round figures. You know? How are you feeling today, my friend? You talking to me? I'm alright. Speciesism. Anyone have any thoughts on Chanel's 1932 EDT? I would ask Eugene, frankly. Eugene's banging to that. Hello, Pep. Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir. How are you? How am I today? I'm alright. A little bit of a funny mood. But I'm okay. I'm alright like that. I'm alright. Don't complain. It has been worse. It could be worse. And it's not. It's not that bad. Yes, I'm fine. How are you? So I just fucking said that. But yeah. That interview. Maybe I was just expecting something else. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know. I can't put it into words. It's not like I'm trying to mince around the topic. I literally can't find. Just, felt a little bit uncomfortable. I just felt a little bit uncomfortable with the interview. I just thought it wasn't. You know? I'm going to go back and watch it again. I'm going to go back and watch it because literally I turned it off because I was like, oh, I'm not liking this. So maybe I'd had something funny for dinner. Maybe I'm just in a bad mood. Maybe I just wasn't listening, or because I'm not the best at reading, I'm not the best at reading people's fucking body language and like that sort of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not like some kind of fucking expert here. Pep, I'm talking about the Pescheux interview that he did with Les Indomptables. You know? Jura Rose is back. I appreciated Antoine Lee's fabulous breakdown of the fragrance construction in his mind, says Rachel. Oh, says Pep. I get the feeling that Antoine doesn't enjoy these kind of interviews. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's a little bit prickly, wasn't he? I get the feeling, because I got that feeling when me and Eugene did it with them. I thought to myself, and I didn't want to say it, and I didn't want to act like that, and I didn't want to, but I thought he would rather be fucking anywhere else right now. You know, he's not a marketing person. You can tell Remy's much more sort of, he like on the talking, the social media aspect of it, the whole thing that goes around it. I think that could have been it. I thought that during mine and Eugene's interview, I thought he doesn't want to fucking be here. Explain why you didn't enjoy it. Well, I mean, I've been trying to do that for the last 15 minutes, I think. I'm not entirely sure I can. I don't know. It just made us a little bit uncomfortable. I think Joe's made a fucking very good point. I felt like Antoine didn't really, he doesn't enjoy that, you know. When you're as expert as he is in his field, and I'm not going to blow smoke up his arse because I get a feeling he wouldn't enjoy that either. But when you're as good and you've reached the level and you've done it for so long as what he does, and then some like really sad, freakish little people like us come along and we're like, oh my god, you're so amazing, I love it, this stuff's so great. And that's all of us, by the way. I'm not talking about personally there. Like, and he's gonna be like, oh god, you know what I mean? Just fucking enjoy it and fuck off. Do you know what I mean? He was trying to tone down his thoughts, such as smelling perfumes. Someone who enjoys smaller circles, company. Yes, maybe he's just an introvert. French speak like that at times, even at my office, it's normal. Yeah, it's not necessarily how he was speaking. It was just like, I don't know, it wasn't just him either. Pescheux was giving off a vibe. You know, I don't want to say he was being sycophantic, but you can tell that he really likes the brand. Like I do. And it must have took everything in his power to be like, to stop himself from being like, oh my god, Antoine, you've fucking done it again. This is amazing. This is fantastic. Well done, everyone. I love you all so much. You know? Because I would have liked to have said that, to be honest with you. I would have liked to have fucking just been like, oh my god, this is fabulous. How do you do it? Love me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Some folks are reserved in general. Some folks are reserved in general. I'm a bit like that. Shows the sad state of the fragrance industry that Antoine Lee cannot simply speak his mind. That's frankly sad. Well, that's what you get when you work in an industry where it's not what you know, it's who you know. You know? It can be embarrassingly sycophantic at times. Well, the thing is, the problem that a lot of reviewers have got, and this is not about personally, I want to make that clear. This is about a lot, but it also does apply to him a bit because he does take free bottles. Is that if you don't you don't see many negative reviews because people don't want the tap turned off. You know? Like, people don't want to say things in case it offends or upsets, and like they've got personal relationships with these people. It's not even about money a lot of the time, you know? Like, I mean, we can all sit there and say how being a true friend is being able to be honest and tell the truth to your mates and stuff like that. And yes, every once in a while, somebody does need a hard kick up the backside and saying, what are you doing? What the hell's going on? But most of the time, you want to be nice to your friends and you don't want to upset them. So if you've got personal relationships with these people, right, who you're close to, if you become famous in their circles, right, you need to make sure the relationship doesn't become transactional. You know? Like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. That's why I won't take free bottles. I mean, I say that. I mean, it's not like people reach out to us every day throwing bottles at us. I'm not, you know, I'm not Persiles, I'm not Demi, I'm not Curly. I'm not Jeremy, you know. I don't have brands being like, oh my God, please talk about this. It's the omission, right, of the other side. It's the omission of the other side of the coin, the other fucking, like, when somebody gives a fucking positive review of something, right? They're only reviewing it because they like it. It's all the stuff they're not saying about the stuff that they've been sent as well. So, say reviewer X, gets sent 4 bottles from Amouage and they review 3 of them. And they genuinely say what they mean, right? What do they feel about that one they don't talk about? They don't talk about it because they don't like it. And it's that act of omission, which is where the dishonesty is. If you take 3 bottles, you should review every single one of them and be fucking honest. Instead of that act of omission where you say, right, I'll just not talk about that one because I think it's one of the fucking worst things I've ever smelled in my entire life. You know? Say that. If that's the truth, say it. That's why they say in the oath, tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know? They're not telling the whole truth. Even the negative reviews are worded in a way not to scare off the brands. Yeah. Always been one of my critiques. Watch out for Bond number 9. They're just absolutely the worst fucking niche brand in the world. They're so bad. New Harlem. The fucking original New Harlem was great. The original New Harlem was great. Everything else I've smelled from them has been dog shit. Like not just consistently bad, but like really bad. I wish I could be honest with Rich about how boring his live streams have become, says Galen. Well, that's because you don't come on anymore. Girl, I'm fragrance is starting to smell like old dusty attics to me, like Habit Rouge, Heritage, and L'Instant. I wore L'Instant last week, and it's fucking great. Mind you, I've got the old Listerine bottle, so fuck knows. There's no way they do these interviews if there wasn't going to be a positive outcome. Yeah, I tried to ask. I'll say one thing. Because I said to Eugene, I'll be totally honest. I said to Eugene, I was like, I will behave myself. You know, when I come on, I don't want to be a dick. You know, I don't want to shit on your friends. You know, and fortunately, I love Patchouli Noisette. It's fucking fabulous. And that's what the interview was for. But there were a couple of questions I asked, like, will you not do 100 ml fucking bottles? You know what I mean? That was something else I asked as well. But again, it was on Eugene's channel. I'd be a little bit more adversarial if it was on my own, you know? I didn't want to go in there and act like a bitch on his channel. But I agree with you. I don't think they would do those interviews if they... Yes, that's right. I asked about Eau Sauvage. What do you like about Eau Sauvage? What is it about Eau Sauvage that you love so much? And then he looked at us like I had two heads. That was right. He was like, oh, I don't. And I was like, well, that would explain it then. It was my understanding that he did, but what he said was he liked the structure, he loved the way it was made and the balance and the technical aspect of it, but he didn't like to wear it because it smelled like his dad. Which is fair enough. But I do like to get not friction, just a little bit, just a hint of chaos, just something that's slightly unbalanced, just to see, you know, what's there. Like, you know, that it's that question in interviews where they say to you, which sock do you put on first in the morning? Or like, what colour was your first bike? You know, when you're talking about like the running of a multinational fucking billion-dollar fucking company, and they say to you like, oh, have you ever gone out with a t-shirt on backwards? And they ask those questions because they want to see how you react. And I like that. Marriageville, that's why I love poetry, says Dufan. You can tell the truth in the most aesthetic way. Someone should ask Antoine about longevity, performance, projection, and compliment factor. Do you know what it is? The performance on those fucking Les and Damadobles is really good. Even the fucking colognes. A Scal and Haiti, I get like 4 hours out of it, which is really good for a cologne, considering fucking this. Guerlain's Eau Imperial, which, I mean, you know what it is when you buy it. It's not lying to you. But you get fucking 15, 20 minutes out of that if you're lucky. This, I get 4 hours out of this. Jean Patou, beg your pardon. The Les and Damadobles are they perform really well, like. Pradeep, why do Parisians dislike the fucking countryside? It's kind of inverted in France as to how it is in this country. Parisians think they're fucking better than the rest of them. What do they call them? Provincial? Provincial. When you've got the accent that isn't a Parisian one. Wankers. French countryside people are lovely. You can say you don't like something because you're not going to like everything. I also think reviews should be done blind, says DJ. Liar duck, you can't handle the truth. Bleecker Street was no good. I just thought the Bond number 9 was terrible. Actually, Tom Ford is fucking fabulous, says Jura. I don't like fucking fabulous. I think it's such a waste of a great name. I think fucking fabulous is it's a fucking fabulous name. I don't know why. I just think it's fucking great. If I released a perfume, I think I would call it Fuck's Sake. Smell it, say what you think. How often is personally is a fragrance he bought and a sample? 8. That's the thing. You've got to start dancing on the head of a pin when you get free stuff. You know what I mean? I don't have this problem. And it's not just him either. I don't want this to turn into like an attack stream, because it's not. You know? And it's not. French people love talking about New York for some reason. It's because they think it's the fucking second Paris, don't they? I think it's like on par. Could be the fucking architecture as well. Could be like, not the architecture, the design, the layout of the city. It's all straight lines and shit like that, isn't it? You know what I mean? Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Enrique Vasquez, girl on colognes give you a whiff and then a whisper. To Koch especially. Mitch, do you have any fragrances you appreciate but don't personally like? Or you appreciate the historic or technical aspect? Loads of them. Those Grossmiths. Those Grossmiths are fantastic. The ingredients are good. The fucking... apparently House of Matriarchs having a fucking massive sale if anybody's interested. Why do I still get emails off them cunts? The ingredients of the Grossmiths are good. The perfume, the perfumery aspect, the actual making of it is brilliant. Would I buy any of them? No. There are plenty of them if I had them to hand, but I don't own loads of perfumes like that because I don't wear them. It's 95% of YouTube channels with a reasonable following, says Pep. Yes. Yes. Nobody fucking stays true to the game. Nobody stays true. Everybody sells out, and it's such a shame. I will not. Because I don't think I'm going to get that big, to be honest with you. And that is not my intent. When I set out, I did not, to be honest with you, I barely even set out. I couldn't do it for money. I couldn't say the things that they have to say. I couldn't do the things they have to do. For what? A couple £100 for that? For me, it's like, have you got no ambition for yourself? You know what I mean? Like, you're getting money, but the state of you. Product says you were on Reddit and Discord, for fuck's sake. I don't know what... I have no idea what either of... Well, I don't know what Discord is. I know Reddit's a thing. I don't really want to know if I'm on Oda Jerks. That said, I think Oda Jerks is a necessary and a valuable thing. I don't agree with everything that goes up on there. But I think taking the piss out of people for the shit that they come out with sometimes is absolutely invaluable. It's fucking how I was brought up, basically. It's basically how I was brought up. If you did something stupid, your mates would take the piss out of you. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely necessary. All the people who are like, oh, it's wrong, it's evil, it's bad. I mean, some of it is wrong. Some of the shit that I've been sent on fucking, like, to the link on Oda Jerks, I couldn't even look at them. Loads of times I couldn't actually get onto the website because it was like, oh, you need to have an account. And I was like, well, bollocks, I'm not setting up an account for fucking anything. I've never had a Facebook account. You know? I've never had even, like, I mean, that's the most basic one, isn't it? I've never had a fucking Facebook account. I've never had anything like that. I fucking hate the idea of that shit. Sure, I've said this on here before, but if I wanted to stay in touch with everyone I went to school with, I wouldn't have sacked them off in the first place. Do you know what I mean? That's not true of everybody. I understand that. That's fine. But I don't want to fucking talk to loads of people. You know what I mean? This is about the most. I'm fucking very happy where I am. Thank you. How did I get onto this? Yes, Reddit. I don't want a Reddit account. I don't want a fucking Discord account, whatever that is. I don't want a fucking Twitch account. I don't want a fucking Facebook account. I don't want a fucking Bebo account. I don't want a MySpace account. I don't want any of that shit. Certainly don't want an Instagram account. People keep telling us I should go on there. I don't want that. What I want is my YouTube account. Me fucking OnlyFans? No. Anyway. Anyway, Ode Jerks, with the principle of it, I totally agree with it. Totally agree with it. The execution of it, not always. You know what I mean? I've told this story before as well. George Zaharoff and Ross accused me of being either behind or on Ode Jerks, talking shit about them. And I told them straight, absolutely fucking not. If I had something to say to either of you, I would say it to you. And I would say it to you. There's nothing I would say that I wouldn't say to someone. There's nothing I would say about someone that I wouldn't say to them. Like if Persiles hits us up after this email, after this stream, I would say, yeah, look. It's because Pep they accuse me because I say a lot of the same things that get said on there. Like I don't agree with free bottles for review. I don't agree with paid reviews. I don't agree with fucking loads of shit like that. Basically what the Ode Jerks should be. I think Ode Jerks attack people who they should have bigger fish to fry. But I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm just saying what I think. I don't really understand it all that well. You know what I mean? I do think it's necessary, though. I do think it's utterly necessary. And the people who get the most offended by it and the most fucking upset with it and take most umbrage at it. It's a big word for you. Umbrage. It's not a big word, to be fair, but you know what I mean. The ones who have the biggest problem with it are the ones who are least confident in what they do because they obviously feel it hits a nerve. You know what I mean? Like they feel they can't stand behind things they do in the face of criticism. That's what it feels like. But to be fair, I've said Ross and George, to be fair, they both apologised. Ross apologised immediately, and I thought, do you know what it is? To me, that shows a fucking level of some kind of character. Do you know how hard it is to get an apology in the modern world? Never mind on the internet. I thought that showed big man things, frankly. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with Ross. And if I did, I would say. George apparently apologised later, on stream, on screen. And that's sound. I always had a good relationship with them, but they always fucking, James, what are you sorry for? What have you done, James? Oh my God. Yeah. So, fuck knows how I went down that rabbit hole. I've even lost myself now. Should have left a trail of fucking breadcrumbs or something. Your perfume would be way out, man, intense. Oh, I wouldn't be that fucking... I wouldn't be that predictable. So, is it you scratch my back, I'll scratch your a bad relationship? No, but it's not... It's a business relationship. And none of these people who get paid with fragrances or with money ever put includes paid promotion. Literally, it's a legal requirement. Oh, nothing in particular, I'm just sorry. Oh, well, I'm sorry that you're sorry, mate. What the fuck have I just said there? Yeah, like that's a huge issue for me. That is a legal requirement. Not that I'm like sitting here, Eddie the fucking Eagle, or like fucking like a police officer or something saying, now, you've got to play by the rules, But like, you're being paid to say something and you're not telling people that you're being paid. Also, I'd like to see the fucking bit of transparency about what they're being paid. You know what I mean? Rate sheets. Fucking rate sheets are a thing, apparently. Rate sheets. Rate sheets. I'll add paid promotion if people want to send me stuff. Anthrax. Send Galen. Anthrax. Paid Anthrax. You are on Reddit and Discord. Like, what? You'll have to tell us what Discord are and what on Reddit. What do you mean? I think it dissipates your energy. What, like social media? Absolutely it does. What an insight into the duck's psyche. Fascinating. Frightening. They love bearded, bare body Irishman on OnlyFans. Says, I'm not Irish. They love him space. The TLTG guys there, probably. The fucking rage focused at him baffles me. I mean, I can't even find reviews of frags like New Surge Girl on, etc. Why are these people reviewers? I have no idea. They're making money. That's why. They're not reviewers. They are infomercial presenters. Having a problem with anyone on the internet always seems so absurd to me. New Surge is bad, says DJ. Trapped in the belly of the beast, about to break loose. Duck unleashes masterpieces, says Steps. Frag YouTubers in crisis right now. Everyone interesting left for the most part. Yeah, I came on to watch fucking perfume videos. I would have never fallen in love with it. Eugene hardly makes videos anymore. I know that he wants to put that right. Galen doesn't make fucking videos anymore. And he deleted the best one that he made, the shithouse. Thomas doesn't make videos anymore, but he's an incredibly busy man. The man actually has a life. Galen doesn't have that excuse. Who else did I used to watch? Loads of people. Robes took a fucking year off. That was painful. Steven's channel, whatever happened there. Loads of people have just gone. My Maker's died. Brooklyn Fragrance Lovers died. Like, fuck. Lanier's still got it, but he rarely makes videos these days. God bless him. Smelly's content, I mean, fucking, the less said about that, the better. Fucking, Greggy Boy doesn't make videos anymore. I mean, don't get us wrong. There is some very, very decent fucking content. Like there's Odorance is fucking great. You know, our Rachel is trying to do things. Varanus Radari's on YouTube now. You know, he's really good. Like really good. Provides historical context. I love it when channels do that. They provide historical context to the perfumes and stuff like that. Wafts from the Loft are good. That's right, Micah. Ramsey. Fucking thank fuck. Ramsey, thank fuck we've got fucking Ramsey. It's probably my fucking... I mean, I'm not taking credit for his channel here, but like, I poked him into making his channel. I was like, go on, go on, go on. No, you should, go on. Wound him up and off he went and made it fucking brilliant. I'm not taking any credit for his channel whatsoever. No supply and demand, I disagree with that massively. Fucking very unpleasant human. Sorry, but I just fucking... I mean, he's fragrance content to a point. But... no. You can't take seriously and you can't trust a man who apologizes to someone and then fucking takes it back. Like, I can't do anything with that. Waged a campaign against Ramsey for fucking months. It was bad. It was really bad. He lost me there. Supply and demand, like I said, if there is a problem, I am happy to talk, and he can clap back as much as he wants, but I can stand behind everything I say. I don't think he can. I don't think there are a lot of other people. I think there are a lot of people on YouTube who really can't defend some of the shit they say. You know? There's no accountability. Spaced out with JJ. If you like JJ, by all means, by God, go and be happy and watch and be... And fucking don't let me fucking stop you. Don't be sitting there thinking I'm going to be like, no, you can't talk to him and talk to me at the same time. Because that's the type of shit he would say. You know what I mean? Unpleasant. Sorry. No supply and demand. You haven't started anything at all. But if I am asked, I will say. My life is so empty that I'm willing to talk to Rich, says Galen. Galen, my life's so empty that I'm willing to talk back. JJ sometimes strikes me as passive-aggressive. Sometimes. Joy Amin, says Enrique. Joy Amin is an... I mean, to be fair to Joy Amin, when Joy Amin got fucking monetized, honestly, I think I let out like a screech of delight. I was genuinely happy for him. I hate adverts. I hate adverts on YouTube. I fucking hate them. It's just a personal thing. I just don't like them. I don't like ads on the television. I don't like fucking ads on fucking YouTube. I don't like ads on billboards when I'm driving down the fucking road, right? I just don't like that shit, right? But the idea that Joy Amin, who has put in so many fucking miles for the fucking love of it and nothing else, absolutely delighted. Just showed that life sometimes can be fair. You know what I mean? That he's finally going to get... I mean, they should back pay him for all the fucking work he's done. Anu should start a channel. I totally agree with you. Anu should fucking start a channel. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Free bottles are paid promotions, by the way. Absolutely they are. Paid in kind. That's exactly what it is. Most of them sell those fragrances afterwards anyway because, you know, why would you? Trapped in the belly of the beast. Frag YouTubers in crisis right now. Sorry, I've read that. Well, DJ, I mean, no reviewer bothered to buy a sample or even a bottle to review it on video unless it's Parfum de Mali or some free stuff. Parfum de Mali, shit. Do you speak to many people in the fragrance community, Rich? Yes. Loads of people. Loads of people have either got me email or my phone number. WhatsApp, you know. Unfortunately, Galen is one of them. Aaron Terrence Hughes is around, Rich. He certainly is around, isn't he? Ram's a machine. Yes, he is. He's fucking brilliant, like. Who are we talking about? We went to war. Who went to war with Ramsey? Read that Ramsey grafted. Didn't mean to start anything. No, not at all. Like what you like, not what they say you should like, says my Canadian beauty blog's really good. Just thought there when I saw Pep. Canadian beauty blog's really good. It's a shame there's not more women. Like those Grossmiths. Those Grossmiths are fucking great women's fragrances. Hardly, excuse me, whilst I choke on my fucking tonsils. Those fucking Grossmiths are incredible women's fragrances. I highly recommend if you are a woman listening to this, regardless of everything else I've said, if you take anything from this, try them. Don't just fucking buy them. Try them. Pep, yes. Pep's fantastic and has been for years. I own Eau de Beau. Pep is great. Pep is good, says Ashley. Have followed Pep for years. Years and years. See, that's something else I can say. I can stand behind that as well. If I tell you that I think you should watch somebody, I can happily stand behind that. AC is good. AC is fucking brilliant, like. Troy does some good stuff. Does anyone like Troy 24/7 Mall? I've never heard of him. I wish Anuj would do more stuff. Anuj should start a channel. He'll not because he's too busy, but he should. Do a service for all of us. I like when you had Ramsey's back. True friends are hard to come by. Absolutely, I've got Ramsey's back. He is my G. Be like if someone said something nasty about you, Dino, I'd be right in there. Fucking punching and nipping and biting and all sorts, mate. Smells Good is very good at reviewing perfumes, fellas. Yes, that's right. That guy's room is just bottles at this point. Scentland. Yes, Scentland's had a massive influence on me as well. Bought loads of fragrances off him. Smurfy girl, he's really good. She's got a fucking sensational nose. Like, she's really good. She's released her own fragrance as well, actually. I decided against talking about it the same way I decided against talking about Eugene's stuff because of me mate. But she has released a fragrance through 4,160 Tuesdays. Rachel's putting out some great content of late. Yes. Cherie is also fabulous. There is another lady, the Honest Perfume Reviewer. Kellen from Sense of South Jersey. Fabulous. I'll take good, says Pep. I think you're great. And genuinely influenced me. Grossmith was featured on that BBC perfume documentary, says. Yes, and Roger was helping them. Roger's not all bad, you see. Roger Roger's not all bad. Cheap Imitation's really good. Scent Remix was really good, but he stopped. Dimitri Sorcery of Scent was really good. Rampton Daddy, it's not so much. But yes, Roger has, when you think about Hubegont, Grossmith, Clive Christian, apparently have all got, and Pure Distance have all got Roger's fingerprints on. And to be fair, that that's like quite a fucking good thing. He's Frankensteined them brands, brought them back from the dead, reanimated them. Hello, Cherie is here. I finally caught alive. Grossmith has been on my wish list for ages. Can't get them in Oslo. That is deeply upsetting. They are fantastic. I don't know how we could sort that out. Brook doesn't stop them. Javois, Paris. Javois. Could they ship to Australia? Frightening what they would charge for shipping to Australia. Jonathan, welcome, friend. Ali Boy, welcome. Top note, fabulous content, I agree. Scentland sells fragrances. Well, he was selling fragrances for a while. Rudy, Time to Musk Up. Rudy's fantastic. Fragrance Journey. These are good people. They deserve more from this community because they've put so much in. All these people I'm talking about have put so much in and good stuff in. You know? They haven't shat on the community. They haven't tried to extract from the community. You know? I've got the EDP of Smurfy Girlie's perfume and I like it, says Joe. When I'm not talking to Rich on WhatsApp, I'm talking trash about him in my Instagram DMs. But I'm not on Instagram. So I don't care. Dimitri Signature Scent is my new favourite channel, says Spaced Out. I might fucking remember you said. Is that right, is it? Eh? Is that right, is it? I mean, you know, I come to blows, son. What's Peter? Fragrance View, though Peter's got other things on his mind these days. He's not really interested in fragrances, if we're being 100% honest. He's much more on that whole spiritual thing. That's his new... Well, I say that's his new thing. That's his thing. No. Watched Roger's talk again last night. Great introduction. I've watched that about 3 or 4 times. I wish the audio quality was better. I really do. Everyone's saying hello to John. John makes great content. I've been trying to get John to make more fucking content. Sad how the algorithm hides good content. John has the biggest bottle I've ever seen. Giggity. Christo, yes, Christo's gone. He's sold off loads of his fragrances. The crowd and Roger's talk was so rude, says Supply and Demand. I think they'd had a few. You know what I mean? I think alcohol had been imbibed. Do you watch Centrifugal Force? Yes. But he doesn't half love his fucking Manceras, which he's fucking more than entitled to do. But that's shite. I'm more than entitled to say that. You know what I mean? Roger Dove is the best vintage collector. Do you know what it is, right? Do you know what the fucking most horrible thing about that statement is? It's almost certainly true. It's almost certainly true. He has got a fucking sensational vintage collection. See you later, Joe. Thanks for coming. I won't be long following you. Wonder what happened to Andreas Vibes. I think he just didn't fancy it anymore. You know, Jon Snow makes good scented snowdrops. He makes good content. DJ says, if Roger didn't pretend he was a perfumer, I'd have no issue with him. Aye. If he didn't sell vintage fucking Mitsuko for 800 quid a bottle, I mean, that's just... Early Greek, I did mention Thomas. When I said Thomas, I meant early Greek. Loads of these people have taken their videos down as well, which is a massive shame, because I always think that some of the older videos are the better ones, you know. Friends, I'm going to go and dehydrate. Give me 2 minutes. Rob SOS, yes, Rob. Rob from SOS, Spray or Splash. He's fantastic. Bottled Thoughts. Bottled Thoughts is different. Put in Bottled Thoughts into YouTube and find him. He's really good. Tell him I sent you. He's a good lad as well. Give us 2 minutes. There are other people I won't have heard of that I can't refer you to, but you know what I mean. You can't cover everything. Oh, I'm back. I'm not going to stay for much longer, but I will stay for a little bit. Oh, God. What we got here? 46. That's a lot of people. I had 50 odd at once, didn't we? At one point. That was a bit frightening. Got a fucking nosebleed. The most I've ever had is about 70. I might be wrong though. Who's keeping count? Matt, welcome to you, sir. How is Matt? I don't think I've ever seen Matt before. Welcome. Tried Mancera last night, going to take me a while to get over that. Yeah, it will do as well. Painful shit. Pooh! Matt just left a comment on my channel about fucking Buana One. It's fucking... I mean, it may take me more than a couple of minutes to get over that, mate. Yikes. Sticks has just thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. I'll get to that. Scent of the night is a Rothschild EDT. Gave that away, I think. I don't think I want to be caught with that. That is outrageous, Matt. You're right, mate. Fragrance Matt. Fragrance Matt. Bless him. Lives not fucking 20 minutes from my door. Same with Jon Snow. It's a shame about Chris, though. I mean, it's what he wanted. You know what I mean? Be right back watching Brandon Therapeutic Fragrances old video. Another great channel. Absolutely fantastic. Drowned myself in vintages. Well, I mean, what a way to go. There's a defunct channel called Frag Reviews, which was great. Yes, I know that one. He reviewed Balenciaga Pour On. Once or twice, maybe. If I'm thinking of the right one. Money Burner does more for this community than anyone else, says Sticks. I enjoy the reformulation of Kevin. I enjoy the reform. He just fucking streams at fucking bonkers o'clock my time. You know what I mean? He just streams at like 2 o'clock in the morning my time. It's like Margie. I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Margie's been going for 7 hours, and I'm like, wow. You know, the King of the North, Jon Snow. I do. Bought that Metropolis along with a Cosmo Polo. Well done. This spicy mint and pineapple with ambergris in the base. Wow. I'd love another couple of these, you know. Wow. A fragrance. That is another fragrance reviewer. Yes, he was great. Zhao. Zhao's great, even though he thinks Falcon Leather's good. And he swears that he thinks it's good, even though he got it for nothing. But I love Zhao. Yeah, Frags review, though, thought Balenciaga Pour On was meh. I mean, nobody's perfect. You still nudging anyone to start channels, spreading eggs? Did try and get Jonathan to make one. Jonathan's made one, so trying to get Eugene to commit to his. Tried to get Peter to make more videos on his, but he sort of did and then stopped. Anyone else? Sticks should start a channel. Sticks should start a channel. It's not easy to say. It's not easy to say when you've drunk a gallon of water. I mean, it all depends on who wants to, do you know what I mean? Proddy could start a channel. Keith could start a channel, no problem. Rachel's got a couple. I'm not taking credit for it, but me and Rachel talked about her having a podcast, or my desire. I wanted to start a podcast with Gail and Eugene and Thomas. That was bopped on the head, mainly because I tried to tell Galen that he'd have to do all the work. But Rachel picked up the idea and has ran with it. Posting regular is easier said than done. Manly Rothschild smells fabulous on my husband. Eh. Did you get that from a noosh? I get the feeling you got that from a noosh, Rachel. That's the trouble with the mountain streamers. It's never the same watching it back later. No, it's not. I agree. Well, I say that. I mean, you know, if you want to watch these streams back later, please. You know, I don't want to shit on anybody giving us views, or wanting to watch the channel and interact. Which is the same thing, I suppose. But yeah, I prefer to watch shit live. If it's live. Excuse me. Oh, Barbara. Watching a replay of this is like eating cold pizza. That said, that's how you know a pizza's good quality. If you can eat it cold and it's still good. If you eat a pizza cold and it's shite, then you know that it's a fucking bad pizza. Go away, Duncan, says Sticks. Welcome, Duncan. Duncan, another friend. Oh, dear. Oh. It doesn't have to be hard making videos. I agree with what John says. Sometimes you've got to sort of push yourself. And it's easier not to do things than to do them. The key for me is try and make it as easy on yourself as possible. Ooh. I don't know if you remember this. I said on a stream a few weeks ago that I've got some crap in my house I need to throw out, and then I'm going to try and feng shui my room and do some shit where I can maybe get to the point where I can do videos in front of the camera. Well, today I threw out a large amount of said shit. So, progress has been made. It's not going to be in the next week, in the next month probably, but it is happening. I am trying to move towards that kind of flavor source. Welcome to you. So I am sort of moving towards that kind of thing. I need to get a setup. I mean, it's literally me, as it stands. It's me with the drawer of the bureau down, right? So it's like a writing desk sort of thing, with the camera pointed at the phone things. The reason I don't have it pointed at myself is, well, it started because I used to have to lie down all the time. I'm now at the point where I can sit up for a couple of hours, which is a fucking godsend. Soon I've got a desk, and I'm thinking of moving it to the point where I can sit behind the desk and have the camera pointing at the desk so you can actually see me. You know what I mean? It's going to be evolution, not revolution. So bear with us, but hopefully, you know, we'll get there. Maybe be a bit more like what Ramsey does, you know? Duck is the best part of my channel, says Rachel. That's not true. Speaking of videos, I'm going to go try and make one. Good evening, all. Good evening, John. Thank you. Oh, the flavour sauce. Yeah, I'm going away Thursday, so I'm trying to put it together before then. Went to Scent Bar today, says Flavour Sauce. Can't stop smelling the strip of Sacred Scarab. It's intriguing and complex. You are absolutely spot on. I keep going back to Sacred Scarab. Do you know what the problem I have with that is? It is an extremely worthy fragrance. It's very well made, good ingredients. It smells great. When would I wear it? When would I wear that fragrance? Don't really know. Honestly, I don't really know. when I would wear that fragrance. It is a fucking brilliant fragrance. It's very well made. Sultan Pasha is very good. Sultan Pasha is very good. Flavor Source and Matt say they have the same thoughts as I do. There are fragrances like that. There are just certain fragrances like that. You think, this is fantastic. It's brilliant. It smells awesome. I love it. Do I want to wear it as a perfume? Not hugely. You know? Not hugely. The wine note is intoxicating in Sacred Scarab. You're not supposed to drink it, Filippo. I do know what you mean. It is fantastic. It just has... The sample is... I mean, I'm looking at my table where there is, like, the sample and the Viking sample I've got as well as also there. There you go, Dino, mate. At that. It is. It's tremendously well made, and it's just... It's a bit like Hyrax. Very worthy. Very... I appreciate it so much for what they're doing now. When perfume is art, exactly. You know? But you've got to meet us a little bit. You've got to meet us in the middle a little bit. You know? Just a bit. Like, fucking unwearable. Sacred Scarab's nowhere near as bad as Hyrax, though, I'll say that. Hyrax smells like genuine shit. Like, shit. Fresh shit in a drain that's got lodged, and then the drain's dried out, and then got really hot. It's a vicious thing. I almost bought a sheep Rapalatan in that bottle. It was on eBay, box like $500. Ooh. I sound like an owl there, don't I? More than a duck. That is a lot of money, mate. That is a considerable amount of money, that. Matt says, Rich, did you ever try putting Splash Egoist into an atomizer? I will be doing that. I sometimes use a syringe to draw it out and put it into one. It somehow feels wrong, though. I know what you're saying. I do know what you're saying, but it's preferable to splashing it on. It is preferable to splashing on. Dino says, how much of them bottles are paid $2.90 shipped euros? But I got, if you watch the unboxing, I got, which I did like not long ago, so when the stream's over, well, I could just tell you now, to be fair, and save you the bother. Give us a second. I got 5 11mm decant things of you, and you get to choose. Go through his website to buy them, right? And if you email him, like, just email him. I'll send you his email if you want, you know. And you email him and you say, like, I want to buy Invasion Barbar in the Silk Road bottle. And then what he'll say is, he'll be like, right, I'll give you like 5 of these 11mm travel decant things for free. And I'll give you 3 free samples as well. Canadian Beauty Blog made a decent point where she said she would rather have the money off than get the... she would rather have the money off than get the free stuff. I'm the other way around. I'd rather get the free stuff. I think it's half the fun. I love getting free stuff. There were so many goodies. He was really good. It was really, really good to us, actually. And I'll tell you what, I ordered it on the Friday. He processed it on the Monday, and I had it on the fucking Wednesday. And he doesn't bother the tax man either, which is very kind of him. You know, like he sets the payments up so you pay 50 euros on one, and then you pay the balance on the next one, so you don't have to pay VAT, which is very fucking canny of him, isn't it? Yo, Tripler. Scent of the day, that man. Fine Jouse. Rachel, you wear sacred scarab easily, says Flavour Sauce. I have a bottle and wear it in the winter easily, says Rachel. Brave. Famous YouTuber. I was watching Juan yesterday do. I made an Abercrombie and an Abercrombie Fierce Egg a Wheat combo clone. Fucking, I just can't do clones either. I like Juan, actually. I think Juan's good people. I don't hate clones, and I'm not as against clones as I used to be, because frankly the pricing of even designer fragrances now is absolutely disgusting. So, but I wouldn't. Clones are not something I would ever get into. But that's me. I think live and let live. As far as the people who consume them and stuff like that, like I don't hassle people. To be fair, I really never had any right to go around hassling people, but you know, I still did. Nobody's perfect. But me outrage at the fucking companies like Tom Ford, Chanel, Dior, Marl, fucking all of them putting their prices up as fucking outrageously as they have. Like, you can't have any sympathy for them when they get fucking cloned. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them. The fucking greed of it. It's very difficult to watch them post £5 billion of fucking profit, not pay any fucking tax on it, and then fucking turn around and watch them bitch when they get their fragrances fucking copied. You know what I mean? You fucking cheeky bastards, yous. Fuck off. Can you help my partner? Loves Virgin Island water, and I have an option to buy coconut fizz. Is the coconut vibe similar? Pass. I know it won't perform as well, but what do you think? Never smelt it. Literally, mate. Never smelt coconut fizz before. Sorry, mate. Is coconut fizz the girl on one? Because I have smelled that. Coconut fizz is the girl on one. So I have smelled that. Sorry, I've told you a lie there. On another note, I love licorice. Is Eau Noir the one? It certainly is one, but is it the one? I don't know, man. There's some bloody good licorice notes kicking about. Gin fizz is quite nice, says Tripler. Coconut fizz, is that the girl on? The Aqua Allegoria. That's the name. I agree, the opening is... Do you get a coconut vibe from Invasion Bar Bar? No. On another note... sorry, it's not even as though these brands really deliver much anymore as well. Absolutely, Ashley. Absolutely nailed it. It's not... They're not providing value for fucking money. You know? I felt like that quite a while ago, actually. I thought the fragrances were really thin. I thought that everything was really bad. I don't know. I went down the vintage rabbit hole, and I'm into that sort of thing anyway. There were many reasons why that shit happened. And frankly, I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. I fucking loved it. I still do. If I can get a vintage version of something over a modern version, then I will. You know, even though I've got to pay that little bit extra. If I can afford it, I will. Unless somebody's wanting fucking bananas money. Like Matt was saying, bottles of Bois Noir are going for between $2,000 and $3,500 on eBay now. That is perverse. There is no fragrance None. None. That is worth 3.5. Anyway, I know where I can get it for 500 quid, which I'm considering. Egg always kill on concentrate for 500 euros? No. Not the prices I've been paying. I've got a few bottles of it. I think I've got about 3 or 4 bottles of it now. Off my friend from Japan, my French friend from Japan. God bless that man. Like I was saying the other day, I trust him. Like he had hundreds of pounds worth of fragrances that I'd sent him the money for and everything, just sitting there, and I'd sent him the money, and like if he'd fucked off, like that'd been nothing I could have done, and he didn't, and he sent us them, and he's a good lad, and stuff like that. For all the shills who lie, and for all the gimmicky shit that goes on, and the bitching and the backfighting and the rumours and the maliciousness that's in the fragrance community, people like that just restore your faith in humanity. You know, in the community. Or I've met some very good people. All of you. I have a great audience. I've said this before. The production at price point, it's absurd how much brands charge for fragrant water. Absolutely it is. Loads of it's to pay for the marketing and the markup, the profit, the fucking unadulterated profit. And I'm not against people making money at all. But there comes a point where you have to be like, hey, you know, like, you're taking the fucking piss. You know? Like, you it's too much. The raids on those flavouring houses are a step in the right direction. I do hope something is done by that. At least it'll fucking give them a shake. My skin doesn't really amplify animalics much, for better or for worse. Gone off animalics. Even Koros. Gone off a bit, if I'm honest. And maybe I'll come back round, but, you know. That's mad space. I always cologne concentrate. It's fucking brilliant. Like, it really is fucking sensational. But 500. No. Rachel, you've inspired me to play tennis today. Great vid. Yes, Rachel's video was good. In fact, it was great. Very topical. Exactly, Ashley. If they weren't using the money well, it would be different. Like, I'll pay for quality, no problem. Yeah. If you've got the money, you will. You pay that little bit extra and you'll forego something else. You know? People would rather pay that little bit extra for fucking better stuff. You know? That's happened to me with Antace. Well, you just gone off it a bit. I fucking love Antace. You say I don't see Antace as being animalic per se. I see it just being fucking brilliant. Like, I think it transcends. Like, it's got its style, but I think it transcends styles. Does Antace. Rachel, you've given me hope regarding Sacred Scarab. Try it on skin. Absolutely try it on skin. You should always try them on skin if you're interested in things. Try them on paper first. And then if you like it on paper, or if it intrigues you on paper, then try it on skin. And then if you like it when it's on skin, buy it. Flavor Source says, I want to sell my Antace. Oh no. What? How old is it? Is it an old bottle? Is it a new bottle? Is it a middle-aged bottle? I'm going to go in 5 minutes, friends. Lily. I hope it works beautifully for you. Where's Lily? It's 2015. You'll just have to sell that and get your money back, hopefully. If it was an 80s bottle or 90s bottle, you'd be getting fucking bank for that, I can tell you, mate. Duncan would be giving you bank for it. And tastes as a stellar fragrance, buddy. I absolutely love it. I mean, if other people don't like it, then it's your money, it's your bottle, it's your no. I wear Antaeus a bunch. It's only got complimented once. An 80s 100ml bottle went for $90 the other day. Should have done the Rich Lowball 69 bid. I'm a woman also named Rachel, by the way, says Flavor Sauce. Welcome, Rachel. I shall call you Flavor, if you don't mind, because we already have a Rachel. Sorry. Or I'll call you Rachel if you want. Call you Billy Bob Thornton if it makes you happy. Lily? I thought you were talking about Lily Floral Notes. Excuse me whilst I hydrate, though. I'm going to go on 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes. I'm going to go 2.5 hours. That's how long I'm. I'll give you an extra half hour because I was on my high horse. Says Ashley. What are you at? Have you noticed how Dura Rose has gone quiet? He's fucking not even here anymore, is he? I bet he's on the phone. Or a bus. He's always on a bus. Weird. Galen's fucked off as well. Maybe she's just lurking in the background. Galen is a lurker, to be fair. Olfactophiles. I think she's out having a nice life, though. So I'm happy for Tara. Hillary, I wish Hillary made more videos. BBT reference, what's that? I think I've done the exact same thing like a bunch of times. I seem to be convinced your name is Lily. Like, how can I forget my own name, says Rachel. Flavor Sauce, is this your first time here? I've seen you before, but I don't know if I've seen you here before. I'm tripping. Sorry. It's like Matt. I don't think I've seen Matt here before. If I'm off to tennis, so I score an ace, I shall shout some sense. That's just me being an idiot. Oh, sorry. Modern Chorus and Antaeus are still great. They're still a fuck's sake better. Yeah, sorry about that, Flavor Sauce. It's been a long day. Modern Chorus and Antaeus are still great. Absolutely they are. Don't always catch the lives. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. I'm getting old. I love Modern Chorus. It is, it's good. I would still wear Modern Chorus. The fuck's sake better than anything else that's on the market at the minute. Dino asked a question earlier about Killian, and I totally fucking pied it. Do you own any Killian, Richard? Do you like any of them? I actually like Black Phantom, would you believe? Is it Black Phantom? Yes. But only to a point. I wouldn't own a bottle. I think they're viciously overpriced, and the silly names put us off. You know the ones with the fucking ridiculous names. Sorry, Ashley Bissett, I don't know what BBT is. Better than 99% of modern releases, absolutely it is. Sorry, Flavor Sauce, I feel like I've offended against your attendance, yeah? Kevin says, much like you, I'm not in Facebook or Instagram groups, so do you have a recommended place to sell fragrances once you've lost interest in them? eBay. Parfumo. Depends where you are with Parfumo, though. You're in the States, aren't you? Parfumo, you can ship if you can ship around the world, yeah. You just can't ship abroad from Europe. From Britain, I beg your pardon. eBay and Parfuma, maybe base notes as well. Don't really use base notes that much. Friends, people in the community, you know, word of mouth. It's always a good one. Hello, Milos Rice. How's it going here? I've just came back from a night walk around the town, putting Colonia Absoluta on my polo t-shirt. Nice. Been a while since I've smelled Dark Lord, says Dino. Billy Bob Thornton. Ah. Okay. Okay, friends, I'm sore. My voice is sore. My head's sore. How Margie goes for 8 hours at a time is beyond me. That is crazy talk. I'm tired. I'm tired. Maybe even a little bit hungry. Just a little bit, though. Rich, I have to tell you something. I've ordered Bel Respiro ADT from 2015. Good for you, mate. Okay. I am going. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you for liking the stream. Many likes. Thank you for commenting and hanging out with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to us. I appreciate it greatly. I really do. Good night, everyone. Bye.